Hello, I am Shona and I am a host of Conscious Living Global, who helps people and animals to shine in a space of safety and truth. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the positives that can be found in this time of coronavirus and lockdown. Initially, there will have been a lot of joy, perhaps, at the idea of having an extended holiday. And that's the part that should have been embraced and taken forward throughout the time. But after so long, there started to be a period of resistance to change. And people went into their heads and started to create scenarios that weren't necessarily true or how it should be. The positives are more time for you. We spend so much time, do we not? Traveling, working, traveling home. We hardly have time for ourselves. So this is a time where people are transitioning to the idea of having more time for themselves and the possibility of being able to work in a way that enhances them, that keeps them healthy, in a healthy mindset. This is a positive space. What opportunities are there to work from home? If you know that where you are working is only going to give you this level of freedom for a short space of time, how are you going to move forward to keep that space? There are ways to do this, positive ways. It takes discovery of the self, your truth. Who are you? From the ages of 0 to 7, we are programmed to believe what we are told by others. But actually, you and you alone are the only person that can make you happen. So whilst we are falling into other people's ideas of us, which is what we have been doing up until this point, we are actually keeping ourselves trapped and small in a box of pre-programmed information. The positives of this space are that you now have the opportunity to get out of the box. You now have the opportunity to be who you have always been. We are not here to work from 9 to 5. And I know nowadays the hours can be much longer than that, 8 till 6, even longer, because we are given more work than we have time to do. And even less time to care for ourselves. And now, because we have been furloughed in some cases, or just given the opportunity to be at home and reevaluate, because we are already self-employed and we've gone from full-on income to 0, we have no choice but to evaluate who we are and what our message is. I would love to help you to share your message, because everybody has a message that empowers somebody. You are not worthless. And this space is to give you the opportunity to claim and stand in your power. What have you always dreamed of doing? And have given yourself the excuse of, I haven't got the time. Well, now you have plenty of time. Create what it is you have dreamed of creating. We are moving into a space of new earth where we are all powerful. Nobody is less than anyone else. The structure is a lie. You are more powerful than you can ever recognize or know without the space of discovery, which this is. It gives us the opportunity to face our fears. Fear of illness, fear of death. But what is that? Do people know that when we sleep at night, we actually die and come back every day? That is why gratitude is so important. When we open our eyes every morning, wow, I've decided to come back. Woo! What can I do today? That should be your driving force, your joy. You know, if you are not doing what you enjoy doing, then this is a space to get going with what you enjoy or learn about what you enjoy. What your hobbies are normally is what you can learn to make an occupation out of. What you are passionate about is what you should be making a living from, because it will give you abundance beyond your wildest dreams. Why? Because your whole soul and body sings, radiates joy from doing it. The idea of hosting you guys and helping you to shine, to put your visions out there, is my joy. I get truly vibrant on that, because I wish to see every single person in this space enjoy. So, what have I done? I've recognized myself. I've recognized the truth of who I am, and I'm sharing it with you now. 9 to 5 is not safe. It's not secure. We are beginning to discover right now how fragile that space is. So whether you like the office or whether you have been in a space where you wish to be expansive, work for yourself, the time has come to evolve. We've had more time to spend with family, to grow our relationships with our children, our partners. My relationship became serious because of lockdown. which is very exciting for me. Some people feared lockdown because they haven't been with their partner really on alone for a long time, for ages, because they've been working so hard. They actually feared the concept of having time with their partner. And yet they are thriving. And yet there is the other side of the coin where people are discovering that they are diverging. And even though that is sad in one sense, it is empowering in another, because it allows people to recognize who they are, how powerful they are, the fact that they can move forward without being trapped in a situation that doesn't serve them anymore. That is a powerful thing. But we must also recognize how important it is to come together. Now, yes, we've been made to separate, which is very unfortunate. But consciousness knows of holding space. So you could see it, as I do, as a place of space holding as we grow and become our truth. That is powerful. That takes you places you could not have contemplated beforehand. Because it means you being true to yourself, authentic. What is making you sad? What is making you feel trapped? What is not serving you? And you can now make the choice to let go of it and move into a space that serves everything about you. Wow, how powerful. Face your fears. That is one of the messages of this time. Now, sadly as well, we've seen an increase of abuse, domestic violence, things of that nature, which is extremely sad. But the people that are now trapped 24/7 in these spaces are pushing themselves to get awareness out there so they don't have to stay. How many people have you seen with a black eye that say they walk into a door instead of a partner's vest? In this space where they can go nowhere and they're living with it 24/7, they are being forced to say, actually, my partner's aggressive. I need to get out of here. So even though the situation is incredibly sad that this has increased, it's also allowed the people experiencing it, because they are constantly there with that person, to stand in their power and say, no, I need help to get out of here. So again, from something bad is coming something powerful, earth-changing. We are being forced, if you like, to look at what we are afraid of and pivot. How many are in a lack mindset? This is one I have struggled with on my journey. I will be honest about that. How many of you focus on money, for example, rather than focusing on what will bring joy and happiness to others. To focus on money as an entity is a lack mindset. Because abundance is sovereignty. Abundance comes when you are being true to yourself. So if you are struggling, as you see it, what are you not serving yourself through? What are you not doing that gives you joy? What passion of yours, what thing that you love are you not putting out there for a lifetime occupation? It is doing what you love that brings abundance, not focusing on money. How much of you are giving out is how much you receive. So those who have been in a controlled environment, like an office environment, fixed salaries, living from month to month, surviving, and now suddenly are getting 80%, and they may have just been surviving on what they were earning anyway. What is your passion that you can pivot to right now to change your life? That is the positive. Make that difference to yourself. Dare to be possible. No more hiding. Yes, in a way, it's interesting because it's asking us to hide. We're being asked to stay at home. But I'm here on YouTube. I'm seeing people all over the world more than I ever did before. Technology is allowing us to expand ourselves globally. We can take our passions global right now. That's a positive. But initially, there is huge resistance to what you can do for you right now. And as the restrictions begin to lift, allow you the restrictions you have placed on yourself to lift with them. Be true to you. Dare to discover you. Dare to show up and be passionate about what you believe in. This is what I've done. What I can do, you can do too. I have been through a sexually abusive and domestically violent background. And yet I am here in joy, speaking with you, inspiring you to be the best of yourself. All it takes is to listen to your heart. What makes your heart sing? And that is where the positives are right now. The growth of family relationships, collaboration, togetherness. We are globally connected through technology. This is how I am connecting with you now, here. We are individuals, yet we are all connected. Even the virus has shown us that, how swiftly it traveled through the global population. Care enough for you to make the change. Deep love.